Hey guys, and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about Foundation 2021, Foundation Tier Paper 2. As usual, they're going to give you some rules you might use in the questions. Question 1, write 0.3 as a percentage. So to write anything as a percentage, we just multiply it by 100. So 0.3 times 100 will equal to 30%. Now, next question, write this as a decimal. When you divide this with the calculator, the answer will be 0.29. And then write this as a decimal, same idea, we're going to divide this with the calculator. So 17 divide 20 will give you 0.85. Now it's written as a decimal. Now let's move on to the next question. Question D. Write these numbers in order of size. Start with the smallest number. So the smallest number will be a negative number, and it has to be the biggest negative number. So this one is the smallest, which is -9. Let's write them in order. So the first one will be -9. And then after -9, we have -7. And then -3. And then we finish the negative numbers. Now we take the smallest positive number, which is the 8. And then 16. Now they are in order from the smallest to the largest. Now, question E, write these numbers in order of size. Start with the smallest number. Now, if you have a question like this with decimals, it's better to use the method that I taught you before, which is putting the number on top of each other and then putting them in order. So let me show you how. First thing you do, you write the numbers. So we have 0. The first one, 0.44, then 0.104, 0.04, and then 0.009, and then 0.2. Now you take a look at the numbers. You find out that some of them are 4, some of them are 3. The highest count of numbers is 4. It means make them all 4. So turn all the numbers into 4 numbers. And fill the gaps using zeros. For example, these are 3. So add a 0 in the back. Same idea, these are 2. Add 2 zeros like this. Now you got all the numbers with the same like count of numbers. Now, take a look at the first number before the decimal point. You'll find out it's the same. It means you can put a line on it like this and you don't need to use it. Now take a look at these numbers. You'll find out that you can read them like this: 44, 104, 49, 200. Now you can put them in order starting with the smallest number, which is the 9. So the 9 here is number 1. And then after 9, we have, very good, 40. After 40, we have 44. And then we have 104, like this, and 200. And this is how you put them in order using decimal points. Now, let's move on to the next question. There are 400 cars in a car, 400 cars in a car park. 3 out of 10 of the cars are gray. Work out how many of the cars in the car park are not gray. So 3 out of 10 are gray, and there are 400 cars. So I'm going to multiply this fraction by 400 and find out how many cars are gray. So I'm going to take 3 over 10, which is 0.3, multiply it by 400, and I'll get the count of the gray cars, or the number of the gray cars. So 400 times 0.3. So the gray cars are 120, 120. Now I need the cars which are not gray, so I'm going to subtract it from 400. So 400 minus 120, and the answer is 280. So we have 280 cars which are not gray. So we multiply these and then subtract them from the total number of cars. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 2. Here are 7 shapes on a centimeter grid. These are the shapes A, B, C here. We have D, E, F, G. Now let's zoom out. Write down the letters of the 2 shapes that are congruent. What is the meaning of congruent? Congruent means identical. It means what? Identical. Very good. So when you look at the shapes, you'll find out that two of them are identical. Now let's take a look at the shapes. Here we have three boxes. Here we have five. Here we have five, but not the same shape. Here we have four. Here we have five. Now this five, which is the E, is the same as this one, C. It's only rotated. So it means that E and C are identical and they are congruent because congruent means identical. So the answer will be E and C. E and C. Okay. So these are congruent shapes. E and C. This and this. Okay. Next question is here. Two of the seven shapes are similar but are not congruent. Now, the meaning of similar is what? It means they are the same shapes, but one of them is enlarged. It means one of them is bigger than the other, but they have the same shape. So two of the seven shapes are similar but are not congruent. Write down the letters of the two or these two shapes. Now, let's take a look and find the similar shapes. For example, I can see that A here has one, two, three, and here we have one, two, three, one, two, three. Now this one is has one, two on the sides, one, two on the sides. Here we have four on the sides, four on the sides. Same idea here on the side, one, one. It's here two and two. It means we can notice that A has been enlarged to make the letter or the shape F. It means A and F are similar to each other. As we said, similar means the same shape but enlarged. Same shape but enlarged. Okay. So the answer will be A and F. So here, as we said, A and F are enlargements of each other and they are similar. Now let's move on to the next question. Shape F has exactly one line of symmetry. Shape F has exactly one line of symmetry. On shape F on the grid, draw this line of symmetry. So we're going to draw the line of symmetry on shape F. And we understand the meaning of line of symmetry. It's a line that crosses or cuts the shape into two identical parts. Now, if I look at shape F like this, I can say that the line of symmetry will be over here. And this means that this shape or this part is identical or the same as this part. So as we said, shape F has one line of symmetry. This is where you put the line of symmetry. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, work out the perimeter of shape B. Work out the perimeter of shape B. Let's take a look at shape B. What is the meaning of perimeter? Very good. Perimeter means the outside of the shape. So we have to find out what are the lengths of the lines and then add them together. We know that it's a centimeter grid, so each box is 1 centimeter. So on this side, we have three. Same idea, this side, three. This one is one. Let's put it here. This one is one. Here we have two. And here we have two. Now, let's work out the perimeter of the shape by adding all the lines together. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It means the perimeter of the shape, perimeter equals 12. So shape B, the perimeter equals 12. Make sure that you find the lines first and then you add them together. This is how you find the perimeter. Now let's move on to the next question. We found the perimeter of shape B. Work out the area of shape G. Work out the area of shape G. Now let's take a look at shape G here. Yes. Now each box is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. It means the area of each one of them, you multiply one by one is going to be one. So each one is 1 centimeter square. So you can add the boxes together like this because all of them are 1 centimeters, they have an area of 1 centimeter square. So we have 6 till now, and then 7 and 8 boxes. It means when you add them together, the area will be 8 centimeter squared. And this is how you find the area of these shapes. So focus on the area and perimeter. Perimeter is the outside of the shape. Area means the area of the shapes inside the shape. Now, let's move on to the next question. Here we found the area of shape G. We got the area of shape G, we did it. Now let's move on to the next question. Here are the first 5 terms of a number sequence: 7, 13, 19, 25, and 31. Write down the next term of the sequence. It means the number after 31. First, we need to know how much are we adding. So how did the 7 become 13? By adding, very good, 7 plus 5, yes, no, 7 plus 6. Good. So we add 6 here, right, plus 6. Now, here, 13 becomes 19, same idea, we add 6. Good. And then how did the 19 become 25? By adding 6. And then we add 6 here, same idea. So it means we're going to add 6 here, and this one will become 37. So the next term will be 37. Very good. Because we're adding 6 every time, so the answer will be 37. Now, explain how you found your answer to part A1 by adding 6 plus 6. Because I noticed that we add 6 all the time. It means we add 6 to find the next term. Let's move on. Let's go down here. The 30th term of the sequence is 181. Work out the 28th term of the sequence. So first, we can subtract 12 from here. We're talking about the same sequence. Or we can find the nth term and work with it. So because we know that we're adding 6, let's put it here. We can say that we're adding 6. It means 6n, right? Now we put the 6 here. How did the 6 become 7? Very good, by adding 1. So the nth term will be 6n plus 1. This is the nth term of the sequence. You can find it using the a1 plus dn minus d, same idea. Or you can subtract 12 from here, same idea. Because we're adding 6 every time, you can subtract 12 to get to the 28th. Or you can use this, put 28 instead of n. So it's going to be like this, 6 bracket 28, and then plus 1. Now let's do this with the calculator. 28 multiplied by 6, and then plus 1, and the answer will be 169. So 169. Same idea if I take 181. So 181 minus 12 is going to be 169. So I can do it in any method I want. I can find the nth term and work with it, or I can take this and subtract 6 2 times, which is 12, and I'll find the same term, which is the 28th term. Now let's move on to the next question. Brian says that 96 is a number in the sequence. Brian is wrong. Explain why. So he's saying that 96 is a number in the sequence. Now we already established that this is the nth term of the sequence, which is 6n minus plus 1. So let's take the 6n plus 1 like this, 6n plus 1. Now we're trying to find 96. So let's say if I multiply this by 12, for example, if I multiply 6 by 12, it's going to be 72, it's small. So multiply 6 by 15, it's going to be 90, still small. 6 by 16 is 90. Yes, 6 by 16 is 96. So here, if I find the 16th term, so 6 times 16, and then plus 1. This is the nth term of the sequence. So the answer will be what? It's going to be 96 plus 1. So the answer will be 97. So 96 is not in the sequence. This is how you explain the question. Okay, it's not in the sequence because when you find it with the nth term, you'll find out there's a 97, not 96. Okay, and basically, when do you take a look at the sequence? Let's take a look at the sequence again. You'll notice that all the numbers are odd numbers. All the numbers are odd numbers, and 96 is an even number, so it's not in the sequence. And this is how you explain this answer. Now let's move on to the next question. The bar chart shows information about the weight in millions of tons of the potatoes produced by each of four countries in 2016. This is the weight of potatoes, millions of tons. These are the countries, five countries. In 2016, one of these four countries produced 11 million tons of potatoes. Which country produced 11 million? So we look for the 11, which is this one. I noticed that it's country B. So this is the 11. Focus on the lines and make sure that you are accurate when you use bar charts. So this is 11. It means it's country B. Next question. In 2016, country E produced 7 million tons of potatoes. Draw a bar on the bar chart to show this information. So we're going to put 7 million. So 7 million will come over here. I'm going to draw a bar chart like this. Make sure that you make it the same, like this. And it will go to the 7 million. Now this is the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6, 7 here. Okay. Now this is 7 million on country E. Okay. So it has to be at the height of the 7. 7 here. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, we did the 7 million part. Now, in 2016, the weight of potatoes produced by country C was greater than the weight of potatoes produced by A. So C is bigger than A. How many million tons greater? So we're going to subtract them from each other to find out how many greater. So C and A, we know that C is 20. Yeah, C is 20 million. And I'm sorry, A is 20. C is what? C is 31. 31. So I'm going to say 31 minus 20. 31 minus 20 because we need to know the difference between them. And when you subtract them, the answer will be 11. So the difference between country C and country A is 11 million of tons. Now let's move on to the next question. This is done. Question 5. Jian has two fair spinners. Spinner A is three-sided and can land on 1, 2, 3. Spinner B is five-sided and can land on 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Jian spins each spinner once. He adds together the numbers that spinner A lands on and the number that spinner B lands on to get his total score. So these are the spinners A and B. First question, uh, complete the table to show all possible total scores. 5 of the total scores have been done for you. So this is the total scores. Let's finish them. We finish them by adding the spinner sides that it lands on. So here it's going to land on 1 and here it's going to land on 2. So we add them, we make 3. Now let's put it like this and then we add them, okay? So first, because we're going to use them, let's zoom out, okay? We have two questions with them. So the first one, total scores on odd number, and the second one, total scores less than 9. So, okay. So here 2 and 2 is going to be 4. And then 3 and 2 is going to be 5. Here we have 1 and 4. So it's 5. 2 and 4 is a 6. 3 and 4 is a 7. Okay, here 6 and 1 is a 7. 6 and 2 is 8. And then 6 and 3 is 9. Here 8 and 1 we have 9. 8 and 2 is 10, and then 8 and 3 is 11. Here we have 10 and 1 is 11. We have 10 and 2 is 12. 10 and 3 we have 13. Now this one is already done. I didn't see it. That's why I did it. Let's remove this. But okay, good. Now we filled the gaps of the space diagram. Find the probability that Gian's total score is an odd number. First, we need to know that to find all the possible outcomes, this one is 7, it's already done. Yes. So to find all the possible outcomes or the number of possible outcomes, you can add these or multiply 3 by 5. Same idea. So 3 by 5 is 15. It means all the possible outcomes are 15. So it means the denominator of any probability of the total number will be 15. So first, let's find the probability of this thing, which is landing on what? On odd numbers. So we have to count how many odd numbers do we have. So let's check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 odd numbers. 10 odd numbers. So the probability of landing on an odd number will be 10 over the total number, which is 15. So 10 over 15. Good. So let's write it here. Odd numbers, it means it's 10 over 15. So focus on probability questions because they need a lot of focusing. You can't jump to answers until you finish all the table. So probability of odd numbers will be 10 over 15. Now, the next question will ask me about what? GN's total score is less than 9. Less than 9. So what's the probability of having a score less than 9? So I'm going to check the ones which are less than 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of them are 8 less than 9. So the probability will be 8. Yes, 8 over 15. Very good. 8 over 15. So focus on the steps. So the probability of having numbers or scores less than 9 is 8 over 15. The probability of having a total score of an odd number is 10 over 15. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now, with probabilities, you can simplify. You can say we divide this by 5, divide this by 5, and it's going to be 2 over 3. You can do that. Or even if you left it like this without them asking for simplifying, because they might ask you for probability in its simplest form. But if they didn't, it's okay. You can simplify or not. Leave it like this. No problem. Now, let's move on to the next question. Here are two special offers for buying dog food. Special offer A and special offer B. Gasper buys 24 tins of dog food using special offer A, and Anna buys 24 tins of dog food using special offer B. This Work out the difference between the amount that Gasper pays and the amount that Anna pays. So the difference means find the amount of payment for each one of them and then subtract them. So we're going to work on each side alone. First, let's work out Gasper's payment using the first offer or special offer, A, and then this one with B, okay? So the first one, they said what? Normally a 10 costs 1.40. The special offer is what? You buy 110, you get 110 half price. It means 110 will make you get another 10 with half price. So it means two tens will cost what? Two tens will cost one and a half of this one. What's half of 140? Very good. It's going to be 0 0.5 plus 0 0.2, which is 0 0.7. Now you add 1.40 to 0 0.7, you'll get the price of two tens. So let's do it here. So focus on this. One price will get 10 will get you 110 for half price. This one is 140. Let's write it here. 1.4 or 40. And this one will be what? 0 0.140, or you can divide 140 by yes, 140 divide 2. going to be 0.7. So this means that you can buy two with this price, 1.4 plus 0.7. So two tens, let me write it like this, will equal 1.40 plus 0.7. Okay. And the answer is 2.1. 2.1. This means two tens will cost 2.1. Now we need 24 tens. So we're going to divide 24, divide 2 will equal 12. It means I need 12 pairs. 12 pairs. So I'm going to multiply the 12 pairs by the price of two tens. So I'm going to multiply the 12 by 2.1, and I will know how much money he paid. So 12 times 2.1, and I got 25.2. 25.2 or $25.20. This is how much money Gasper paid. Okay. And this is the first step. We found the money that Gasper paid. Now let's find the money that Anna paid to get this special offer. Now, in this special offer, a pack of six tens will cost you $7.20. The special offer is what? 20% off each pack of six pens. So each time you take a pack, you'll get 20% off this price. Good. So it means how much money will it cost if you buy a pack of six tens? Yes. Let's do it here. So first, if we're taking a pack of six tens, we need to take off 20% of the price. So let's find what's the new price after the 20% off. This is a 20% decrease. So let's find the multiplier by turning this into a multiplier. So 20%, which is 20 over 100, will equal what? Here as a fraction. 20%, I want to turn it into a multiplier, so it will equal to 0.2. Now, because it's 20% off, I'm going to subtract it from 1. So 1 minus 0.2, I will get 0.8. So this is the multiplier of 20% off. Now I'm going to multiply the multiplier to find out how much money I'm going to pay for a pack. So I'm going to multiply these by each other. So 7.20 or 0.2 times 0.8. I will get the new price after the 20% reduction. So 7.2 times 0.8. And the answer is 5.76. So this is the new price here after the reduction. After the reduction. So it means that each pack will cost $5.76. Now, how many packs I'm gonna buy if I'm buying 24 tens? So a pack has six tens, so 24, I'm gonna divide it by 6. It will equal 4. So I need 4 packs. Now I'm gonna multiply 4 by the price of a pack by 5.76, and I will know how much money she has to pay to get 24 tens. So 4 times 5.76, and the answer is 23.04. So this is the amount of money that she has to pay to buy 24 tens. Now the question wants us to find out the difference between them. So I'm going to subtract them from each other. So we're going to say 25.20 minus the 23.04. And I'll get the difference between them. So 25.20 minus 23.04. And the answer is 2.16. So $2.16. $2.16. And this is the difference between the price that Gasper and Anna has to pay. So focus on the steps. First thing we did, we found the offer. What does it mean? If you buy one, you get one half price. So it means we divided this by 2. We got this one. And then when you add them together, they will give you the price of two tens. And then we divide 24 by 2, we got 12. Multiply the 12 of the price of two tens, and we got 25.20. Same idea here. We found out what's the special offer, which is 20% off for each pack of six pens, the tens. And then we took the 20% off this, we got 5.76. And then we found out that each or all the 24 tens divided by six, because a pack has six tens, we need four packs. So we multiply the four packs by the price of the pack, and we got 23.04. And then we subtracted them from each other to find the difference in price between Anna and Gasper. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 7. A circle has radius 6.5 centimeters. Calculate the circumference of the circle. Give your answer correct to three significant figures. Now, to find the radius or perimeter of a circle, you need to understand the rule of the perimeter or circumference. Same idea. Perimeter equals 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by r. Or sometimes people use this perimeter equals pi d, pi d. So whatever suits you, you can use. Same idea, same rules, and it will give you the same answer. So let me write this first. So 2 pi r or pi d. 2 pi r or pi d, because 2r is the same as d, so you can use it instead. Now, we already know that the radius is 6.5, so let's use the 2 pi r. So perimeter will equal to 2 multiplied by 3.14, which is the pi, multiplied by the r, which is 6.5. And I will get the answer of the perimeter. Let's multiply it with a calculator here. So 2 times 3.14 times 6.5. And the answer is 40.82. So 40.82. Now, we need the answer correct to three significant figures. It means we're going to round them to three significant figures. And as we said before, three significant figures means we start counting from here. We never start counting from zeros with significant figures. So it means we start from here, 1, 2, 3. Now we look at the number outside, which is a 2. It's small. It means the answer will not be changed. So the final answer after rounding is 40.8 centimeters. And this is how you find the perimeter or circumference of a circle. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.